Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Nelson here. Welcome to the webinar. First things first, we're going to go over a couple things today. We're going to go over, I'm going to kind of critique some testimonials. I'm going to talk about some new markets and the kind of markets that you want to focus on, certainly with our message, and give you guys a few updates. First, I want to apologize. As you can probably see, the eyes are kind of black below. I've been up so late, like 3 nights in a row, that I basically was up coding and programming, and I turned everyone, after I launched the blogging platform, I turned everyone's permissions off because I was doing some coding in the middle of the night. And then today, I literally woke up, did the show this morning, went to sleep, and woke up at 5:30. So I apologize. I mean, I got the text messages and the emails. I didn't see them until a couple hours ago. I believe all the permissions are set back correctly, so everyone should be able to have access. But just been a really long 3 days trying to get everything ready for everybody, and I think we're there. I think we're all set. I think everybody can start using all the functionality and everything within the back office. So it looks like people are having a hard time getting on here. Not sure, but that being said, I apologize. Now, real quickly, I'm going to go over a few things. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. First thing I want to do is look at a testimonial. I love the testimonials. And guys, do not fret. If you send a test, I'm going to review a testimonial real quick, and you know, don't feel, well, let me turn this up, as though you done something wrong. I'm just critiquing these a little bit to certainly just to give people some advice and some help on what to do on these testimonials. And so I'm going to go ahead and look at Julianne's. Julianne did a really good testimonial here. I mean, it's about a minute, pretty short, and I'm going to use a good chunk of this testimonial. I'll go in and kind of recapture and edit it a little bit. But let me just kind of critique it just a little bit. Again, she done a wonderful job, and you know, it's real. You can tell this is a real person. This isn't an actor. So it's perfect the way it is. I'm just going to give you guys a few tips when looking at it. Okay, and I'll just play through it real quick. It's just a minute long.
Hello there. I'm Julianne Ruitt, originally from Sisters, Oregon, and now I'm a full-time RVer. I just found out what my true purpose, my passion in life is, and I became a champion at it. How? Through the champion movement. If you want to find out what your true gift is, what your purpose in life is, and you want to make a difference in your life, maybe even in the world, well, you can too, through the Champion Project. It is literally changing lives. It's enhancing lives. You know, I've had some really hard times in my life. A lot of it happened all in with the same year. I had breast cancer, and I lost my daughter. Somehow, I managed to stay positive through that. And now, through the Champion Movement, I can share that with the world. If you want to make a difference in someone's life, if you want to make a difference in your life, if you want it to change and help the others do the same, then go to the championmovement.com. That's championmovement.com. Thank you for listening.
All right. As you can see, it's a pretty good testimonial. And the testimonial actually starts at about 23 seconds. And I kind of see where she's going with this because you kind of look at it and you're thinking marketing page. Not really. What I want us to focus on is a testimonial, which is a little bit different than a marketing page. Now, one thing that this is something I completely left out of my training, and it's because it's not necessary unless you're doing video marketing. And you know, she said here at the end, championmovement.com, which is okay. But if you post it on a YouTube or a site or a web page, because I can edit these for the website, but for your stuff, instead of saying championmovement.com, she should have said championmovement.com, or click the link below in the description to learn more. And see, I come down here to her description. She can go change this. I mean, I'm guessing she'll probably change this tonight. But at the top of this, before she writes any content, at the top of it, she should place her link, her rewards link. That should be the link she places at the top. So when someone comes down and clicks on it, it goes to her page. Because if someone finds this video on YouTube or just on a web page somewhere, she's not going to receive any reward for the description. Now, again, it's okay. I mean, if you don't care about the rewards and you're just wanting to share the movement, then championmovement.com is just fine. But this is a marketing webinar. So for her, she should have just said, look down in the description below. Now, at the beginning of this, to make it easier for people, name and town. I don't know if you watch Bill O'Reilly. Name and town, name and town, name and town. That's all you need. Name and town, testimonial. She spent a lot of time, which is okay. It's not a bad thing. But what happens is people don't know why they're here. And it took 23 seconds before we figured that out. And here's the problem with that. If they're not caught in the first 10 or 15 seconds, they bounce. So name and town. That's really, hi, my name is Ryan Nelson from Houston, Texas. I want to tell you about the champion movement. Or hi, my name is Ryan Nelson, Houston, Texas. I discovered my purpose, cause, and belief in life, and I want you to do the same. And here's why. This is the radical change it's had in my life. And the champion movement was the reason. See how just name and town, name and town. She kind of went into a little bit there, but about at 23 seconds is where, man, this is where this thing gets really, really good. So I'll play it again and show you what I'm talking about at the beginning.
Hello there, I'm Julianne Ruitt, originally from Sisters, Oregon, and now I'm a full-time RVer. I just found out what my true purpose, my passion in life is, and I became a champion at it. How? Through the champion movement.
Okay, see what happens there? She went, and again, it's okay. Like, this is a great testimonial. She started with what? And what we want to do is start with why. And what's great, she has one of the best why statements. There's the thing, she should start her message with her why. Start with why, how, and then what. So why is your why statement. How is your testimonial? What is the champion movement? She went straight to, I mean, she kind of went with why, but she said, I found my purpose, cause, and belief, and it was with the champion movement. She should be the one that says, I'll use my name. Hi, my name is Ryan. I'm here to loyally serve you with grace and dignity so others can live an empowering life. There's my why. Then I go into my testimonial. And I discovered this by going and having a life where I used to do this, and now I'm doing this. And it's all because of what? The champion movement. So it's why, how, what. She kind of went how, what, and then back to why. Or she actually went to result of why. I'll show you here, 23 seconds when it really gets good.
If you want to find out what your true gift is, what your purpose in life is, and you want to make a difference in your life, maybe even in the world, well, you can too, through the Champion Project.
Okay, 28 seconds is actually where it was. Okay, see that first part, the first 28 seconds is what I consider and again, it's kind of a sales pitch. I'm going to go in and edit this because there's really good stuff in this testimonial at 28 seconds on. So I'm going to take off about the first 28 seconds and use her in a testimonial reel. This is where it happens. This is where it starts to be powerful.
It is literally changing lives. It's enhancing lives. You know, I've had some really hard times in my life. A lot of it happened all in with the same year. I had breast cancer and I lost my daughter. Somehow I managed to stay positive through that. And now through the Champion movement, I can share that with the world. If you want to make a difference in someone's life, if you want to make a difference in your life, if you want it to change and help the others do the same, then go to thechampionmovement.com.
Boom. Best testimonial ever. From 28 till there, perfect. The beginning of the 20, instead of that first 28 seconds, it should have been name and town, her why, and then the 28 seconds. Great testimonial. Great testimonial. So again, I'm going to be able to fix a lot of it. Like hers, this is good. I'm not going to tell her to go shoot another testimonial. I can actually edit this to where it's perfect. And I'll put it, you know, we'll use it on the website. But this is just a kind of a little critique. So, and it's not bad. It's just, I want you guys to really do well with what you're doing. This is very minor, and not everybody has this capability. But if you can shoot widescreen, it's format's better across the board in everything that you do. She did the standard 4:3. If you could do by 16:9, so it's a full screen, it's just always format's better. But that being said, so 28 till here, good. And you know,
that's championmovement.com. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, I mean, if the first 28 seconds, if she would have just said name and town, start with why, this would be a flawless testimonial. I wouldn't be able to critique it. But it's very good. Joe has one too. Joe did one. It was really good. The only thing, I'm going to have to take bits and pieces of Joe's. And again, a lot of that has to do, he did a great job without watching any training of the testimonial, because that wasn't up yet. He sent the testimonial before. So hopefully when he watches that, he's going to go back and see exactly what he kind of missed. But his was outstanding. There was stuff in there that we're going to be able to pull and put together some really good stuff that you guys will be able to use for marketing. Because I'll tell you this, the more people or the more testimonials we have, the more credibility, social proof that we have. The more social proof we have means your pages are going to convert higher. So it's just, you know, because really we can have the greatest message in the world, but people will not believe it unless people have result. Showing result is very important in spreading the message and making this movement go forward. So that's just a little critique. Now, what I'm going to talk about. Oh well, I'll let you guys see it a little bit. This is the new page. So much of the Champion movement was put together very quickly. I didn't have a lot of time to work on design and some call to action stuff. But here's what the home page is going to look like. This will be your marketing page. Scroll down. There's John, and then I have a little comic reel. You know, somewhere to ask you this, what would you say? Blah, blah, blah. Go here. Special webinar presentation, learn more. Well, you'll see it all when it's done. That being said, now I'm going to talk a little bit about, and this is going to be kind of more talking at this point. I want to get you guys' mind right when it comes to marketing this. Again, I'm used to marketing one way, and this is completely a different strategy and approach. And here's why. We're eliminating manipulation. I mean, that's the thing. We're eliminating selling an idea or selling a a lifestyle, something like that. We're moving away from that, and we're going to, this is what we do. This is why we do what we do. This is how we do it, and this is what it is. And it's a lot different. So when you look at this, there's two kind of groups that we're going to be focusing on. There's the business/marketer message, and then there's just the general population personal message. Let me talk about this in a little more detail. The marketing/business message is going to be something along the lines of how to craft or find the why for your business, the message for your product. What is your product's why? How are you going to be able to market your business and separate yourself from the crowd? Well, you're going to do that by a business owner discovering his why and applying it to his business and applying it to his marketing. And so we're going to be, and this is going to be great. And there's so many niches. I'm just going to list a few that I came up with the top of my head. And don't say I have to pick one of these because there's thousands. But you could focus on a niche in one of these and really dominate that niche in a way that's very cheap and very effective. And it's something I'm going to be doing a lot in Launchpad with. But here's some examples. Real estate agents. Why real estate agents? Because they work for themselves. There's thousands of competitors. How are they going to separate themselves? They're going to do it with their message. What is their message? It starts with why. And if they start with why, go to how, end with what, they're going to sell more homes. Home business opportunities, network marketing companies, small business, event planners, books and media. Here, this is where, I mean, if you write a book and your book is called Sports 101, you know how many sports books there are out there? You browse over Sports 101. But if they started with why in their messaging, instead of Sports 101, a book about sports, and they started with the why the person wanted to write the book. So to give you the insight about athletes so that you have a better understanding of sports in America. There is a message, and I just came up with that. That's way better than learn about sports. And then how do we do that? We are going to break down and dissect every sport, bands, and blah, 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 and give you all the stats and information you need to know. What do you sell? Oh, this book happens to be called Sports 101. See how that and I'm doing this on the fly. That message is so much more powerful than a book called Sports 101. So books and media, health products, beauty products, almost any product. And what we can do is say, if you want to learn how to create that kind of message for your business, the Champion Movement will do that. Now that's when you're marketing to businesses and kind of marketers, which that's an unlimited space. Then there's the personal side, the what I call the general population. People who are just one of these things. They're looking to find purpose in life. I did a Google keyword search on these key terms. It just amazes me how many people are Googling things like, what's my purpose in life? Or why was I born? What am I supposed to do to have real fulfillment in life? So life fulfillment, finding purpose in life. I hate this word, but I know it's going to be what we're going to be labeled as, because I don't really think that's what we are. But personal development, that whole market, seekers of truth. And when I say seekers of truth, people who are seeking to find an answer. That's a market. We're going to give them the answer, and the answer is the Champion Movement. And really, this one's the one that I'm going to really focus on a personal level, because I want to help people. Now, again, this doesn't mean this one's more important or it's going to be the most effective, but people dealing with hard times. You know, when I had some pretty personal things happen to me a few months ago that was just, it was devastating. And I look back and I think to myself, what if I could have went through the champion movement right after that? I would have not been questioning so much around me. I would have known I had a purpose. So people who've lost a loved one, someone who's having trouble, at their job, people who are dealing with a divorce, things like that. I mean, the champion movement can really help them through those hard times. And they're going to become a part of a community, which I can already tell is one of the best, probably the best community on the internet. I mean, you guys are great. I think we've maybe had 1 or 2 complaints through this whole process. I mean, you guys have been just outstanding. And those are the kind of people that people want to work with and be with. So, just, I want your mindset to not be how, because I know what, this is the trend a lot of times. And I'm going to tell you guys, don't look at my stuff as examples. Because I've got stuff all over the internet. I'm never going to be able to take it down. I have thousands and thousands of pages. So it's the old way I used to market. And I'm already seeing some people trying to mimic what I've done because they're like, well, if he did it that way, that must work. Disregard everything I've ever done. Because what I did was for a completely different market. And you have to kind of rethink the way that we're doing this. We're doing it in a way that's pure, that's unique, that's different, that's honest. And there's no, I don't even know what the word is, because I hate manipulate, because I never really manipulated people. It just, I guess, no hype. We're just removing hype and just saying, here's why we do what we do, and this is how we do it, and here's what it is. And if you believe in what we're doing, join us. If you don't, don't. So it's kind of, it's a little different. But I think it's going to be more effective. I think it's going to be pure. I think it's going to be sustainable. And when I say sustainable, you will be proud of what you're sharing with people, which is a complete mind shift from how many people can I sign up? I don't care what I do to get them signed up. I just need to get them signed up. That's different. So, start rewiring your thinking a little bit about focusing on a niche. Now, everybody here, I'm assuming, has had a job or been passionate about something they've done in the past. And that is, and when I say this, and again, I'm going to have some videos to help you guys through this, but that is a good place to start when I'm going to focus on a select group. Like, for instance, well, I've always worked on the internet, so I don't know what I would say. Well, if I was doing this from just I would maybe focus on internet marketers. Now, why am I focused on internet marketers? Not to market the champion movement. Not at all. I don't care if they market this or not. I'm going to focus on internet marketers and say, when you're creating a marketing page, do you want to know how you can uniquely stand out and be different than everybody else in your space? You can do that by discovering your why. The purpose and cause and belief of your product and company. And it all starts with you. It starts with the individual who is running and creating this page. So if you can discover your why and apply that message to your business, you are going to be uniquely different than the rest of the people in your space. See how I'm focusing on the internet marketer? Now, if I was doing it for a real estate agent, I would do the same thing. I mean, it would be I could talk about, you're competing with thousands of other real estate agents. You're probably having a hard time getting listings and selling homes. Do you want to know how you can separate yourself from the other real estate agents? By discovering your why. And I can have a whole page dedicated to real estate agents and have a whole marketing campaign focusing on real estate agents. And there might be just one person out of all of Champion Movement that's focusing on real estate agents. And then there might be one person out of everybody who's focusing on books and media, and media publishers. There might be one that focuses on internet marketers, one that focuses on home business entrepreneurs, one that's focusing on event planners. And like I said, I pulled these out. These aren't like, and then there's going to be a group that's doing it for the general population, finding a purpose in life, having life fulfillment, finding one of the best personal development courses, people who are seekers of truth. And that's a general term. That's not like a keyword. That's kind of, there's keywords within all of these, but people dealing with hard times. And an example would be how to deal with separation from your husband. Okay, this is just complete. I'm coming up with this off the top of my head. Someone who just, a female who just got a divorce, her husband treated her bad, she's on her own now, and she's sitting there wondering, what do I do? So she's on the internet Googling how to handle separation or how to handle my divorce. And they come across a page that you've created, that you're marketing on Google, and it says something along the lines of, are you dealing with separation or going through a hard time, maybe a divorce? I want to help you through this process. And because right now you may feel like you have no purpose, or you might feel like you're just not worth anything, but you do have a purpose, a cause, and a belief that inspires you to wake up every day to do what you do. Sometimes it's hard to find, but you can discover this. And we want to show you how in the Champion Movement. Send her to the webinar and we'll take care of the rest. You see, and I came up with that right now on the fly about someone going through a divorce or someone who's lost a loved one. And here's the thing. We're not predators out seeking the prey. That's not what we're doing. We're wanting to help these people. And I looked at Julianne's testimonial, and it's very uplifting. And I don't want to say this, you know, to bring up bad news or past bad feelings, but golly, I mean, she went through breast cancer and she lost her daughter. I mean, that breaks my heart. And to know that me and JJ have a little bit to do with her finding happiness and purpose, we want to find everybody. And so there's a huge market for this. And you guys have the ability to do something really good and great. So this webinar is just really, think about rewiring that thinking of the past when marketing online or when marketing your business. Just rewire it. Just say, I'm going to stop and rewire my thinking and say, let's focus on finding people we can help. And that's going to be your market. You don't have to do them all. Yeah, this is where I said at the very beginning when we started this, I kept saying, guys, this is, there's an unlimited amount of market space for our product. And what's even better than that is you won't saturate it, and we're not going to be competing with each other. You look in the old way, the keyword everybody wanted to pay for, home business. You know why it costs $6, $7 a click? Because there's 5,000 people bidding on it. You're going to be able to go and find some unique niches and keywords that get a lot of traffic, that are very cheap, and draw people's attentions to your pages. I'm going to do examples of these, and I'm going to use, in the videos, I'm going to use the most generic, lowest converting examples, because I know what happens. I'll do an example and everybody will do the example I did, and then they will saturate it. And that's not the purpose. The purpose is for you to think. And also it's there because there's something that you are passionate about. There's something that you have that you want to share with the world. And I don't want you to make decisions based on things I'm training. I want you to make those decisions based on who you are and who you want to help. Because if you find that group that you really want to help, you're going to work harder at it. You're going to feel more inspired to do it. and you're going to get a bigger gift and reward whenever they complete the project and you see a real change. So that I hope that kind of makes a little sense. I mean, how we're rewiring our thinking here. So back to the testimonial, because I'm going to really try and keep these things 30 minutes, an hour on crazy nights, but most nights it's going to be 30 minutes. I'm going to go back to the testimonial. Her testimonial is great. And if you guys can get a testimonial, shoot a video, send it to us. I'm seeing these. I'm not replying. I've been so busy for the past 3 days getting a lot of this stuff. Great thing is I'm on winding down time now. It's almost like, okay, and now I'm trying to think, what did I forget? So it's, that's a good thing. So I'm at a space now where I'm going to be able to sleep 8 hours, wake up, call people, help people. But I'm getting these emails, and I'm seeing these emails, and I will be responding to people, letting you know I've received them. But if you can shoot a testimonial and let us know, again, start with why, your testimonial, and then tell them it's the champion movement. And if you're just going to shoot the testimonial for testimonial purposes, you can just say champion movement. You don't have to need whatever. If you're going to be posting these on YouTube and sharing them with the world, kind of like she is, down here, you might want to put your link in, put your reward link in and say, go to champion movement. I wouldn't even say champion movement. Go to champion movement or click the link in the description below. And then on every video site that she posts this on, she can put her link in the description. That's if you tell someone championmovement.com, they'll come up here and just Google it. Just say, you can go to Champion Movement or click the link in the description below. So that just a small critique. Again, she did a wonderful job. You guys have a great night. Hopefully, I mean, this was kind of short and sweet. You guys have a great night. If anyone wants to test out the blog, I've tested it with mine, and it looks like it's working for me. But if you want to test it out and let me know, I do again apologize. That 110% my fault. I was programming. I consciously knew I'm going to shut permissions down for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then I'm going to turn it back on. I shut it down and just didn't turn it back on. So no excuse, just complete, I don't know what the word is, failure, complete failure there on my part. So, but it should be running now. Everything should be up and ready to go. Everybody who's been sending me their stuff about their posts that they want to move over, I'm going to be working on those. Really, today was kind of my Saturday. Woke up, did the show this morning, laid down. It's so funny. I laid down after the show, and I think it was 5:30 when I woke up. I was like, wow, I've never slept like that before. So you guys have a good night. Thanks again. I believe there is a comment box below on this page. I believe. Let me see. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them in the comment box. I believe I put one on this page. I may not have. I didn't. I'll make sure I put one on here. Did the show this morning. Laid down. It's so funny. I laid down after the show. So you guys have a good night. Thanks again. See you guys tomorrow on the Champion Morning Show.